Contestant number 8, Hemindi Kalubowila. Betty Butter bought some butter, but her butter was bitter. So she bought a better butter to make her butter bitter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but her butter was bitter. So she bought a better butter to make her butter bitter. Hemindi Kalubowila.
Grandma, do you know what Miss Sumudu taught us today? Tongue twisters. Here, let me show you. She says seashells on the seashore. That is so nice, honey. Do you want me to teach one too? Of course, Grandma, I want. Then listen. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said my butter is bitter. If I put it to my batter, it will make my batter bitter. If I bought some better butter, it will make my batter better. So she bought some better butter. It will make her batter better. Wow, Grandma! I shall learn it. This little girl was giving headache to her family soon with her new tongue twister. Dear contestant, ladies and gentlemen, this annoying little tongue twister girl is none other than me. When my grandma ever baked a cake, she recited this very fastly. For me, it was a superpower. But I wanted to be like her too. And I did. About the tongue twister, yeah. And the baking part, nah. Until when I was in grade 8, my teacher told me how to bake a cake. At the end of the day, my cake seems the best. It was soft, moist, dripping gooey chocolate. From the moment I reached home, I was bragging about my Michelin star on the cake to my family. And that's how I ended up in the store looking for ingredients. Oh my, the luck was on my side today. A full tub of butter with 30% off. I ran home and started baking my cake immediately. 2 hours fast forward, I was standing in front of my living room with a huge grin on my face. I baked my cake. My mom took a piece from the cake and tasted it and looked at my dad. He was about to eat his first piece. So, how was it? I demanded it, eager to get complimented. Not bad, my dad told me. That is really nice, honey. My mom told me, patting my head. Suddenly, my brother came from nowhere and stretched his arm for the biggest piece of the cake and tasted it. Yeah, what's this? Excuse me? I didn't want to believe it. So I checked my cake and myself. In no time, truth revealed, my cake tasted like rotten bread. I threw it away and ran to my room with tears running down my cheeks. Few moments passed. I felt a warm hand on my shoulder. But I did everything properly, Grandma. How come it go so wrong? Honey, I'm sure you did everything properly. Yeah, I can't think of any mistakes. Can you remember the tongue twister? I do. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said my butter is bitter. The butter! I didn't check it properly. Oh, it's expired. See, honey, a bit of bitter butter can make all your batter bitter. Next time, check all the ingredients properly. Well, after that, whenever I bake a cake, I checked all my cakes properly because I don't want to end up with rotten breads. But the time was faster than I thought. I ended up in my advanced level classes. Although I worked really hard, my marks were always chemistry went low. And then came the day that shattered me completely. I saw my friends enter into my dream university and I was left behind. My parents' hopes in me started to began to fade away. The unspoken words were too loud. But I didn't give up. I applied for a second chance. This time, I worked even harder. I went from this tuition class to that tuition class, seeking for the best student of the town, and went to this note and that note to find the best note, and pleading from my seniors for that winning formula. But nothing seems changed. One day, I was looking for my physics table in my messy table. Who went in my room? Who took my physics paper? And my guardian angel appeared. Kid, is everything okay? Everything is not okay, Grandma. Yesterday I turned the curve into a straight line in my POS paper. Today morning I forget all the organic chemistry formulas, and now I can't find my physics paper, which I scored only 20 out of 50. Child, calm down. Can you remember how are you going to find your this paper in this messy table? First clean this up. Cleaning the table is not the priority here, Grandma. Calm down, kid, calm down. Can you remember our tongue twister? For Betty, it was butter making her batter bitter, dear. I don't know what makes your batter bitter, but to figure that out, clean this mess first. Although I was not convinced how cleaning my table is going to fix my grades, I just did it. But at the end of the cleaning process, I felt relieved. And later that night, I started to think, what if I do the same thing that I did to my table, but if I arrange everything in my head very clearly, I will be able to focus one thing at a time. I started working on it. So from next day on, I stopped going from this tuition class to that tuition class, and I referred one note at a time. And I was figuring out my own winning formula. Guess what? It worked, and that's how I ended up in the University of Curriculum as an IT undergraduate. Sometimes all you have to do is figuring out the bitter butter that makes your butters bitter. It may be the peer pressure that you are struggling with. That's why you can't say no. Or maybe the toxic relationship that you are trying to deal with. Whatever it is, do not let it put you down. If you want to win this game of life. So at the end of the day, what makes your batters bitter? Oh,